Cool. Okay, filming another video. Got a question from someone to the channel and also in real life too, which is cool. What equipment did we use for the YouTube channel to do both the podcast and also the YouTube channel? I'm going to run you through it, what we used to use and what we use nowadays. Hopefully this will be a pretty quick video. So to start with, I'll just kind of show you really quick. Oh, there's an ad on this. So here's like an OG original video that me and my dad did way back when this was our setup. I should probably unmute it.
Our audience would really enjoy. And we deal with it all the time.
Okay, so these are like the original YAA videos. It was on Zoom, just talking into our computer mics. So that was my audio and video.
Are down about 10%.
My dad literally blended into the wall at his condo, which is pretty hilarious. And this is his audio.
Through the first 15 days of April.
Okay, and this video has 336,000 views. So if you're starting a podcast, you're starting a YouTube channel, I mean, we used Zoom. And it recorded at what, like 480p? Nope, it recorded at 360p. So that's like step one, is just getting content out there, seeing how people react to it. Now, step two, we spent a little bit of money to level up just a little bit. I put in my notes here, we got blue snowball mics, and we were still using the computer webcam, but we fixed the lighting up a little bit. Lighting plays a pretty major role. So here's an example. This was from June 18th, so that original video, yeah, April. So by June, we were like, okay, we should level this up a little bit. Here's how this sounded.
Yeah, because people are tuning in for the quality of the production.
Okay, that's actually hilarious that my dad literally just said people are tuning in for the quality of the production, because I was going through a lot of struggles trying to figure out how to produce content at this point. So we have blue snowball mics. That's what you see in front of you. Those are nice because they're USB, so you don't need an audio interface, which we'll get to in a second here. So we had two blue snowball mics, one for my dad, one for me. You can use on a Mac, and I'm sure you can do it on a PC too. You can have like two microphones be one audio input so that you're able to capture audio from two microphones at once. And then again, for the camera, we were using my laptop, which was a MacBook Air, I think, like propped up on books. And for the lights, there's a really great, let's see if we can find it really quickly. There it is. Wow, nope, that's the wrong one. Lighting setup. Yeah, here you go. The down and dirty lighting kit, how we put together an effective video lighting kit for less than $100. My dad and I used this for over a year. Yeah, you just get some of these. You go to Home Depot and you get some floodlights and some clamps. It works, and that's what we were using here. If you think back to some of our original videos, I don't know if you've ever rewatched them, but man, yeah, the quality is really bad. Okay, hilarious that I chose this one to do for this video, but there you go. So that was the setup then, and you can even see I had a comment on this one. Sorry about my microphone volume. Zach is working on getting us to be more professional. One step forward, two steps back. Thanks for watching. It was like a year of that. Now I feel like we finally understand how to produce content. So from there, we advanced on to kind of like our current setup. And we used that setup that you just saw right there for like a year. There was one other microphone that we used for a period of time, but it was like, yeah, it was not much better. So here's where we are today. I'm talking into this, which is a Shure SM7B, which is like way too nice for my level of knowledge. There's a Cloudlifter preamp, which I'll show you what that is in a second and what it does. A focusrite scarlett. So when you use a microphone like this, you see this right there? That's an XLR cord. That's what goes into the microphone. That's what goes into what's called an audio interface, which then can translate that to something that your computer can record or capture. So that's like how I'm capturing my audio right now. We're recording on a Canon EOS M6 Mark II. I looked this back up on Amazon. I didn't realize how expensive they are. I think they were cheaper a year ago or so when we bought them. And then the lens that we use is this EF-M 11-22. I know nothing about cameras, so I'm not even going to pretend like I know. Headphones I'm wearing, which I guess I can take off. The Audio-Technica, wow, I was loud. Audio-Technica headphones, someone recommended them one time, bought them, they work. And then the mic stand right here. It's just this mic stand. So yeah, just kind of run you through it. Oh yeah, so this was the blue snowball that we used to use. Thank you, honey. The blue snowball we used to use. Works fine. We got a pop filter for it. I would suggest that if you're going to be doing like podcasting, but totally works fine. Okay, yeah, these are the headphones I'm wearing right now, $70. Again, didn't realize how expensive they were. I feel like everything's getting more expensive, #inflation. The mic stand, $20, works really well. Yeah, the microphone, really expensive. Yeah, bought it just in September, so we've been using it for about a month. Really, really good. So you need what's called a preamp on these mics. These mics don't have a lot of power when you plug them directly into the audio interface, at least the audio interface that I use, which is the Scarlett Focusrite. So the Scarlett like powers, okay, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know. There's not enough power, so you need a preamp. Just make sure you buy a preamp if you're buying a Shure SM7B and you have a Scarlett Focusrite, which I feel like is a pretty typical setup. Make sure you get a preamp. It's $150, but it makes it so you don't have to turn your gain all the way up. I learned about that way back in the day. If you have your gain all the way up, when there's loud noises, it's gonna like sound absolutely tragic. Audio interface, that's what the Focusrite is, or that's what the Scarlett is. There's a solo for when you're just doing stuff by yourself. My dad at his place actually has our 2x2. So when we're together and we're producing content together, 2x2. So you plug 2 microphones in, 2 microphones go out into the computer. It's pretty nice. Yeah, did not realize that it's an $1,100 camera. We have 2 of these, which is crazy. One for me, one for my dad. It's kind of nuts to think that we spent that much money on a camera. But I really don't think it was that expensive a year ago when we bought it. I really, really don't. And then the lens that we got was, yeah, this 11 to 22. That's, you can like zoom in more, I think. Don't flame me in the comments. I really don't know. And then for lights, I didn't put lights on the list, but we just have like, I'm looking up at them, just some like soft lights. You can actually see them in the reflection right there. I think, honestly, they're not that much better than the old school. Like, I swear to God, we used this for like a year. Yeah, I would just walk around with this like duffel bag that had our lights, and this is what me and my dad would do when we would film from like Airbnbs. Yeah, this is a great guide. Okay, so here's what our content looks like nowadays. Man, I was wearing the same shirt in this video. So you can see sales of vehicles, cars, trucks, SUVs. Plummet? Is that an overstatement to say plummet?
Plummet. Yeah.
So you can see, like, the quality is really nice. I'm actually really proud of ourselves. Helped my dad get set up at his condo, so he's got his, like, the same setup I just went through. I have a MacBook Pro, he has a MacBook Air, which is another expense. I mean, so it's not cheap. But you can see, like, we finally understood lighting. We have, like, nice equipment now. And, you know, have we gotten more viewers because of it? No. Like, honestly, you probably can make a case that we should go back to the old school days. Actually, maybe not. You literally can't even see him. Like, it's so funny.
Yes. Thank you.
From April of last year.
Yeah.
Well, actually from March of just 20 days ago or 20.
Truly remarkable that hundreds of thousands, millions of people have watched content like that. I think the middle ground time was better, and then, yeah, really proud of where we are now. I'm not going to link to anything, no affiliate links or anything like that. That's all I've got for you. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, if you're going to start a podcast, start small. We probably now have like $3,000-ish, and plus the computer's probably like close to $5,000 in equipment for a YouTube channel. Don't start there. You don't need that. Just get content out the door, see how people react to it. If you've got other questions about how we got started with the YouTube channel or on the podcast side, like how to get a podcast stood up, let me know in the comments down below. I'll make other videos for it. Thank you for tuning in.